Just before we go on to this next step then, I just want you to take a moment just to have a think of the experiment we did last time, okay? Because we're going to be making the same kinds of measurements, but we're going to be changing a factor this time. So I want you to think, so what did I understand well from the last experiment? So who can tell me what was the aim of the last experiment? What were we doing? What was the point of it? We were measuring the time it takes for the reaction, yeah. So we were measuring the what? What other word do I use? We were measuring the rate of reaction. How did we judge when the reaction had finished? We could no longer see the cross. So that's how we judged when it was finished. When we couldn't see the cross, what did we do? We stopped the timer, and that was our time, okay? So we've got a rate there. We've measured a change over a period of time, okay. What was the first step? What did we do in that reaction? What was the first thing that we had to do? We measured something out first. Sodium thiosulfate. We measured out the sodium thiosulfate. How much did we measure out? 50 millilitres. Now I want you to remember that. 50 is important, okay? 50 is the amount of solution we're going to use, okay? Well, our total is always going to come up to 50. But this lesson, we're not going to use a straight 50 of sodium thiosulfate. We're going to what we're going to dilute it with? Water. That will change the concentration. That will change the concentration, okay? So, same experiment, but we're just going to dilute it by different amounts to change the concentration. Then we're going to take the same measurements. This will help us see how what affects rate of reaction. What? Concentration. It will help us see how concentration affects rate of reaction. So I've measured out my 50 millilitres of solution. What did I do with it? I poured it somewhere. I poured it into the conical flask. Where did I put the conical flask? On the X. I put it on the X. Right. What was the next thing I did? I measured the hydrochloric acid. How much did I measure? 5. I measured 5 millilitres of hydrochloric acid. Right. What was the next thing I did? What did I do with my acid? And did I have to do anything else? I poured it into the conical flask, into the solution. And at the same time, I started the timer. And as Rio already said, I stopped the timer when? Couldn't see the cross. Right. Is there anybody who doesn't understand how we're going to carry out that experiment? I know you don't, Samuel, because you weren't here. I will come and help you.